This is the Blink Arc. It gives you 180 degree of coverage, all just for $100. Well, kinda. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Blink Arc, which is Blink's version of plug-in panoramic vision setup. It essentially uses two Blink Mini 2K Plus cameras put into their arc bracket to get a panoramic view. I just recently reviewed the Blink Mini 2K Plus cameras by itself, and I'll put that link up here, or I can't remember what site it is, but I'll put it up there so that if you're interested in checking it out, or at least the review on those cameras, you can look that video up. I'm not going to actually go into depth with the quality of those cameras or anything like that. This is more just the Blink Arc setup. This is an interesting setup, and I haven't really seen anything else kind of do this with a panoramic view. They kind of just engineered a bracket to hold two of the cameras instead of making its own camera just for this setup. You can buy the bundle for $100, which includes both cameras and the bracket, and you can get it in black or white. I'll leave a link in the description below if you are interested in checking it out. So looking in the box, without the cameras, it came with the arc bracket, the mounting hardware, and an all-in-one weather-resistant plug-in mounting bracket. This allows you to connect two cameras up to one power cord. Keep in mind, if you want to plug this thing in outside, you'll have to purchase Blink's weather-resistant power cord. Taking a look at the arc bracket itself, you have a slot to put the cameras in. You simply slide each one of them in from the front. They are a snug fit, and there's nothing else that keeps them in there. Not really worried about them falling out because it is a pretty tight fit. I will say you'd have to intentionally push them out, so I wouldn't really worry about that. The arc bracket allows for you to mount it from the top or the rear, depending on where you want to put this. On the mounting bracket, it's more one of those all-in-one mounting brackets. It has two short weather-resistant USB-C cables that plug into each camera. Then on the bracket, there is a USB-C port to plug in main power cord to the plug to the wall. You can either use the power cable that comes with one of the cameras for indoor use, or you have to buy a weather-resistant cable for outdoors. Or you could just try to get by without it, and maybe it ruins the cameras. Who knows? So here comes the part where I'm kind of surprised, but in reality, it being Blink, I don't know that I'm surprised by this. First of all, you'd think that the setup records video clips in panoramic view. Nope, it doesn't. You can only use the panoramic view in live mode only. Okay, kind of a bummer, but at least you don't have to pay for an extra subscription since you can't record in panoramic view, right? Right? Nope, wrong again. In order for this to work, you have to have a subscription in order for the panoramic view to work. Bummer, I know. Here are my final thoughts on this. Who is this for? You can't record in panoramic view, and you can only live view it. This severely limits this setup in my eyes. Not only that, but you have to pay for a subscription for this to even work. So you have to buy the Arc, and then you have to pay a monthly fee. Blink, you could have at least allowed for the live view without the monthly payment, and for it to record with the monthly payment. Come on. While each camera will record clips individually in this setup, I'm not sure how helpful that is. I guess the only thing that you can get out of this is if you're able to view both cameras at the same time, stitching together as one, so that way you can get a wide view, or at least a wide live view if you want to see it. You won't have to open up each one of them individually, one at a time. I guess it's somewhat of a time saver, I guess. I don't know. Here's to hoping that maybe that Blink will get it together and allow for video recording in panoramic view. Maybe down the road with a firmware update. If you found this video helpful, please leave me a like and feel free to ask any questions in the comment section below. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing for more tech reviews, home automation, home and automotive how-to videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.